Today I'm going to show you my entire video game collection. I'm going to show you the old, the new, the imported, the domestic. We'll start with Nintendo and then I'll show you my Xbox games, my PlayStation games, my sort of obscure collector pieces, and then we'll end with my favorite game series. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to disrupting the shelf. It's all nice and organized. All right, so we're gonna start out with our NES games. So if you remember these games coming out, you're probably watching this from a retirement home. Just kidding. All right, so first we have Ice Hockey Complete in Box for the NES. This one was a really cool find. It was just at my local game store. If you've never played this game, this one held up. Like, there's a lot of NES games that feel old, like you can tell they've aged, not all of them, but this one in particular has aged amazingly. This one is a very fun one. If you don't have Ice Hockey for the NES, absolute must-have. All right, next we have of course, Mario with Duck Hunt. It's the dual pack. I don't have the gun yet, so I can't play Duck Hunt yet. I do have a little CRT. Definitely need to replace it though, because it's kind of busted. But yeah, we got Duck Hunt and Mario for the NES. Then we have Super Mario Bros. 3, classic. I haven't beaten this one yet. Actually, I haven't made it very far at all. I definitely need to pick this one up and keep playing this one because I haven't made it super far. All right, and to round out the NES section, we have The Legend of Zelda Gold cartridge. This one's pretty fun. I would love to beat it. I just haven't beaten it yet. It's gonna be a theme for a lot of these games today. This one's pretty fun. It's definitely, if you've played other Zelda games, this one definitely feels old. It's where it all started, so it's kind of hard to blame them. But yeah, that's Legend of Zelda for the NES. And that rounds out my NES collection, very small. These earlier systems, I don't have a ton for. All right, moving on to the Super Nintendo. We have probably my favorite is Super Mario World. It's probably one of, if not the best 2D Marios in my opinion. It's definitely the best of the pixel art games, in my opinion. I think that's pretty fair to say. It's super fun. It's one of the first games I ever played. My uncle had it at his house and I would go visit him. It's pretty fun. I still haven't beaten it. I'm stuck in the Forest of Illusion. And I refuse to look up how to get out. So I'm stuck in the Forest of Illusion. So if anyone knows how to get out, please let me know in the comments. So that's Super Mario World. Then I have Goof Troop. I actually got this one to play with my dad. We played through this one together. It's super fun, pretty simple. It's not like the most S-tier, high Metacritic score game in the world, but it's a super fun co-op game, especially like me if you're playing with your dad. So that's a fun one. That one is complete in box as well. My dad has the box on the shelf. All right, next we have probably one of, if not my favorite games of all time, Donkey Kong Country. I absolutely love this game. Donkey Kong Country, it's one of those games, man. It's so fun. The music, the level design, they just totally nailed it right out of the gate. David Wise, masterful composer. Super fun game if you've never played it. It's on NSO, so if you've got a Switch with the online expansion pass or whatever, definitely play this one. It's super fun. And last but not least, Super Mario Kart. This one aged horribly, I'm just gonna say it. It's super fun for what it is, and I have a lot of nostalgia for it because it was the first Mario Kart that I ever played. But it's one of those games. You're just kind of guessing where everybody is and where you are on the roads. Yeah, this one's pretty fun. I enjoy that one. Moving on to the N64. This one's pretty cool. This one is Super Smash Bros. But if you look really closely, it's got the, oh, please focus on it. Please focus on it. All right, I'm gonna have some B-roll. It's got the Property of Blockbuster sticker on it. So this was a rental unit. You can kind of see it on the back. It says Blockbuster Video, N64 Smash Bros, and then it's got the rental code on it. Super cool. When I saw it and I saw like all these stickers on it, it was on a discount price because it had like stickers and stuff on it. It's like, man, like that's history right there. So really glad to have picked that up. All right, and then we've got Donkey Kong 64. This one's pretty fun. Definitely not, yeah. I haven't made it very far in this one, to be fair. So far, it's pretty fun. The movement's pretty cool. I like the level design, at least from the first couple areas. It's pretty cool. I like it. I think that's where they got a lot of his smash moves from. Kind of have like his forward air and all. I think came from this. So yeah, that's a fun one. Then we have Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racers. This one's kind of fun. I remember playing the arcade machine one with like the double handles. So that's why I picked this one up. This one was pretty cheap. Then we have an underrated classic, Wave Race 64. Maybe not underrated, but a lot of people talk about this game, I guess, now that I think about it. But the soundtrack for this game, crazy. The water physics, way ahead of its time. Super fun, especially multiplayer is really fun. But this is just, it feels like early Wii Sports Resort. This is a really fun, underrated classic. You should definitely get this if you don't have it. It's super fun. All right, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. This game's pretty rough, I'll be honest. I got it because it was Star Wars. Yeah, it's pretty rough. It is fun, I guess, for what it is, but it definitely did not age well at all. Definitely could use a remaster. All right, then we have 1080. This one's pretty fun too. I'm not really into the sports games, but for whatever reason, this one and Wave Race are like amazing. The physics in this game are super fun. I love the main menu where you're like cycling through the like lobby of the ski resort. If you know, you know. Super fun game. Definitely would recommend this one. This one is a total nostalgia pick for me. I had it on CD-ROM as a kid, and it was like the first game I like totally nerded out over and played all the way through, played it multiple times, is Toy Story 2 on the N64. I had it on the CD-ROM, and then later in life when I got an N64, I was looking up like, oh, best games on the N64, and this was one of them. I did not know that like multi-console releases was a thing when I was a kid, so that's pretty cool. So I definitely had to pick this one up and play a bit of that. And to finish it out, or not to finish out, there's one more kicking around here. I'm not sure what it is. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, of course. I haven't beaten it yet. I just got this one pretty recently. Super fun. I can definitely see why people call it one of the greatest games, if not the greatest Zelda game of all time. People have a lot of good things to say about it, and I really like it too. So yeah, I definitely need to beat it. Okay, I found them. They were hiding. I have two more. Diddy Kong Racing, absolute banger. If you don't have Diddy Kong Racing, you have not played good games, okay? This is a great one. This one's super fun, especially if you like Mario Kart World. If you like the kind of like adventure-esque addition to the racing, then you'll like this one. This one has a whole like kind of like story mode built around it, and it's got the driving on top of water mechanic and the airplane mechanic in addition to driving. So this is a lot like Mario Kart World. So if you like Mario Kart World and you like retro games, check out Diddy Kong Racing. It's also made by Rare, which is like one of the greatest game devs of all time. And finally, of course, you can't have a complete N64 collection without Super Mario 64. What's there to say that hasn't been said? Super fun game. Play it if you haven't played it. Amazing game. All right, so moving on to the GameCube era, I'm gonna start off with a classic. You can see it on the screen behind me. Mario Kart Double Dash. This game, super fun. Basically, the premise of it is you got two characters, so you can hold two items, and you can swap between the two characters. You can have a buddy join you and be that second character. Super fun, lots of classic tracks like, you know, Yoshi's Circuit, and there's Baby Park, I think, technically. We'll forget about that one. It's a great game. If you haven't played it, amazing. Definitely pick that one up. Next one is a bit of a hidden gem. If you like puzzle games, this one's a super fun one. I played this on the computer first as a kid. It's Frogger's Adventure, The Rescue. It's pretty fun. Basically, you kind of move in squares, kind of like a checkers piece, and you can use your tongue to sort of pull items to you or move blocks around. Super vibey, super fun, very simple, but very good, deep game for no reason. It's a great game. You should definitely play it if you've never checked it out. Next is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Absolutely love this game, probably because of nostalgia, but it's a great game anyways. If you've never played it, Kirby's Air Ride. Super excited for Kirby Air Ride 2 that's coming out. When I saw that in the trailer, the second that little engine popped out the back, I started freaking out. I was like, there is no way. This game's super fun. Kind of invented the Battle Royale. Not really, but City Trial Mode was pretty cool. But yeah, this is a super fun game if you've never played it. Definitely pick up Kirby's Air Ride. Here's another one that's pretty fun. Star Fox Adventures. Nintendo, bring back Star Fox. You've been gone forever, please come back. Star Fox Adventures is pretty fun. I'm playing this before I play Star Fox Assault, which I've heard is one of the better Star Foxes. So yeah, I've been playing through this. It's been pretty fun, been enjoying it. And then my last GameCube game is Sonic Heroes. Love this game, grew up playing this one at a buddy's house, just recently picked it up for myself. Super fun game, great music. Yeah, I just love Sonic Heroes. They have some really cool level design, especially that one, like the canyon. Is it Casino Canyon or something? That one's super fun. Love that with the cannons and the rail grinding. Super fun. Definitely pick this one up. All right, so if we're going in order, it would be DS, then Wii, then 3DS, but I'm just gonna do DS and then 3DS since they're kind of the same thing. All right, so starting off, this was my sister's game, but I stole it from her when she was done with her DS. Not stole it, she gave it to me, but Super Princess Peach. I haven't actually played this one. I played it a little bit, you know, I would borrow it from her on road trips or whatever, but I haven't really touched this one. So might have to pick this one up and try that one. Here's another one that's really fun. This was a total childhood one for me. Nintendogs. We need Nintendogs back. Come on, that would work so well on a Switch. But yeah, Nintendogs is fun. I don't remember what my dog's name is, and he probably starved to death at this point, so goodbye, doggy. But yeah, this is a fun one. All right, this game, Peak. This game was so fun. New Super Mario Bros. I loved this game. This was a total like recess or bus ride to school type of game. I remember playing this all the time. This was so fun. That opening soundtrack just sounds like the summer of 2005. So fun. Absolutely love this game. Yeah, it was just absolutely incredible. Was this the one with the mini games? I think this had the mini games, right? I think Mario 64 DS had it as well, but I didn't play that game, but I remember all the mini games, so I think they were on this one too. This game, incredible. Love the new Super Mario Bros. Series. Definitely need to replay this one. This one I picked up because of the name, or I was given to as a kid because of the name, Phineas and Ferb. Don't really remember too much about this game. I liked it as a kid. So yeah, there it is. All right, another underrated classic, Sonic Rush. This game was so fun. I love that like hip-hoppy soundtrack. I have so many memories of playing this game. I remember one time I was at Lens Crafters for my parents. They were getting glasses and we were there for like what felt like an eternity. And I was sitting under the table playing Sonic Rush for like hours. This game is super fun. Absolutely love Sonic Rush. Definitely pick this up if you don't have it. All right, these next couple games are my retirement fund. So I have my complete in-box Pokemon Platinum. These games have gone up crazy in value, but you know what? Doesn't matter because I'm not selling them. They're mine. But if break in case of emergency. Pokemon Platinum, absolutely amazing game. If you see my profile picture, you know why. Love this game. Haven't beaten it yet. There's so many games I haven't beaten, but this one's a good one. All right, then these kind of go together. So I've got Pokemon, oh wait, hello? Oh, never mind. Pokemon White version. This is my first Pokemon game. I loved this game. I played this game all the way through, had like all the like Pokemon in my party were all like level 100, played the heck out of this game. Great Pokemon game, was my first one. I know like the Heart Gold, Soul Silver, like that era, people regard as like one of the best, but never played them. For me, this is peak Pokemon right here. Actually, that's a lie. These are peak Pokemon. These games are super fun. Absolutely loved Black and White 2. I played it through with my sister. So she had the white 2 and I had the black 2. And So we were kind of like rivals. We would like play our own game, and then periodically we would battle each other. So that was kind of fun getting to experience that, you know, that way. All right, and continuing along the retirement fund, we'll continue into our 3DS with Pokemon Y. I think this might be my favorite Pokemon game. I'd have to replay them because I am kind of blinded by nostalgia and it's been so many years. But this game, I think for me, it was the first game I got on the 3DS. So I think for me, it was just like experiencing that 3D effect for the first time, seeing a handheld 3D console for the first time, and it being Pokemon in 3D was just amazing. Absolutely love this game. Can't wait for Pokemon ZA to go back to Lumiose City. Absolutely love Pokemon Y. This game, I don't know why my parents got it for me. I love it. I'm so thankful that they did. Star Fox 64, like I didn't even have I never talked about Star Fox, never mentioned Star Fox, never owned a Star Fox, but I'm so glad that they got this game. This game was peak. It still is. I popped it in, super fun. If you've never played Star Fox 64, I don't know how it is on the N64. I don't know how it's aged or whatever because I don't own it yet, but this is a great way to play it. There was online matchmaking for like dog fights and stuff. This is a super good game. Please play it now. Please play it. Trust me, so good. All right, got Mario Kart 7, amazing entry to the series. I feel like at the time, I liked DS better. I think because I just spent so much time on Mario Kart DS. Oh, where's Mario Kart DS? Where did Mario Kart DS go? I have Mario Kart DS. That's in this video, I promise. Mario Kart DS. The game I played the most on the DS. I can't believe this was not in the pile. This game was like one of the most influential in my childhood. I played so much of this game. I played this with friends on the bus, to field trips, with my siblings. I remember I went to summer camp once, a lot of times with my dad, and there was like no technology allowed because it was supposed to be like a summer camp. And my dad snuck our 2 DSs and Mario Kart, and we were like in our like sleeping bags, like playing DS Download Play together. Love Mario Kart DS, great game. Airship Fortress is back from Mario Kart World, so we got our wish. But yeah, Mario Kart 7, great game. I think it like is super, it's an important game because without 7's innovation, we wouldn't have had 8 or 8 Deluxe as they were. But I'd have to replay it to give it like an honest, like what I think about it now. But yeah, Mario Kart 7, great game. All right, everyone's gonna get mad at me. Okay, we have Ocarina of Time 3D. Just to give you, this will paint a picture as to what kind of child I was, okay? How distracted I was. I popped this in my 3DS and I got lost in the woods in that like first area, and I never picked it up again. I came back like 2 years later and I had no idea what was going on. I was still lost in the woods and I put it down. So I had like this game for years and I never played it because I couldn't get out of the woods. But now playing it on the N64, made it through the woods, and it's a great game. Realized I was a stupid kid because it wasn't that hard to get through the woods. And yeah, so definitely need to replay that. Here is an underrated Mario game. It does not get enough love. Super Mario 3D Land. This game is super fun. Absolutely loved it as a kid. Don't have much to say about it other than it was a great game, and if you don't have it, you should get it. Tetris Axis. I don't know why I own this. This game slapped. It was so fun. 3D Tetris. So fun. The soundtrack was banging. I remember like as you were playing, there was like this EDM music and your Mii was just like vibing the whole time. Tetris Axis. Pick it up if you don't have it. I'm a sucker for some Lego games. So we got the Lego Star Wars of the Caribbean, however you pronounce it. I say Caribbean. I don't know why I said Caribbean. Great game. Lego games, kind of hard to get wrong. Great game. Love it. Pick it up. And to finish it out, a lot of people don't like this game. I've seen some people like tier list the Zelda games and they put this super far low. I loved it. Triforce Heroes. I thought it was great. I loved it. I got it sort of at the tail end of the 3DS era. I loved it. I know people hated it. I loved it. Anyways, so that's my 3DS and DS collection. Let's move on to the behemoth, the Wii. All right, starting out with the classic, of course, Wii Sports. One of my favorite games of all time. Super simple, Great game. Thank you, Reggie, for fighting for this to be a pack-in game, because it almost wasn't. It's an interesting story. Great game. What more can be said about Wii Sports? Love this game. Yeah, this game, peak. Absolute cinema. This game right here, so fun. I have the like red one. It came with a poster, which I had laminated and put on my wall. Kind of upset that I laminated it, because it's a collector's piece and I like laminated it. But yeah, so new Super Mario Bros. Wii, improved on the DS formula, super fun, loved the propeller mechanic. My little sister hated this game because you could pick each other up and I would just pick her up and throw her in holes in the map. Super fun game, loved new Super Mario Bros. Wii, spent a ton of time on it as a kid, super fun. As I said, sucker for Lego games. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, super fun. Played this one first on the original Xbox, which you'll see, the original one, and then I had the Complete Saga for the 360, and then eventually I got it for the Wii when the Wii came out. Absolutely love this game. It was my first Xbox 360 game, but this is the Wii section, so played it a lot on the Wii too, super fun. All right, here comes Hidden Gem Alert. Are you ready? Oh, my Mario Kart Wii manual's in here. Okay, well, it's not Mario Kart Wii. I was like, why is this box so heavy? Absolute hidden gem. If you like racing games, you have to pick up Excitebots. This game is so, I don't hear anyone talk about it. Basically, you're these robots and you're doing like hyper speed racing through like the forest or like these certain areas, and you have this robot arm that you can use to throw items at each other. But you also have these like little like handlebars around the track so you can grab onto to like swing and get extra speed. So fun. Absolutely love Excitebots. Definitely not a Mario Kart. It's more of like an F-Zero type of racing game. Super fun. If you've never played it, go pick it up. It's probably $5 at your game store. Super fun. Another classic, Wii Music. Played this one all the time. I absolutely loved the Wii series. This one was no exception. Super fun. Loved this game. Yeah, I remember sharing albums between my cousins. They also had it too, and you could like record a song and like send it to each other. And of course we would like, you know, just pick like the trombone or whatever and just absolutely spam the instruments and make like the most heinous music ever. But Wii Music, super fun. Love that game. All right, Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus. I have not played Wii Fit Plus. I picked it up for the collection. Played a ton of Wii Fit as a kid. Got to run around Woohoo Island. This is where Woohoo Island was introduced. So this is a super fun one. Played this a lot. I remember my mom getting so mad at me because I would make a bunch of like really ugly looking Miis, and she would use this game as a workout. And so when she would run around the island, she would see who she was expecting to be family members made as Miis, but it ended up being like Darth Vader and Peter Griffin and you know, the heinous creations that my siblings came up with. But yeah, Wii Fit, great game. Not too big into sports games, but for whatever reason, Madden 10 was crazy good on the Wii. Super fun. I don't really remember too much about it other than it was amazing, and I used Asante Samuel to carry me all the way. So there's Madden 10. GoldenEye 2007. Super fun. I don't think it's aged very well from what I've seen online. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. This was fun. Loved playing this. The Masterton was a full auto shotgun. Great gun. Yeah, this was a fun one. I definitely should replay this. GoldenEye is pretty good. I should play that again. Next, we got Kirby's Epic Yarn. This is the first and only Kirby game I've played since Forgotten Land. When I played Forgotten Land, I said it was my first Kirby game. I forgot about this one. Epic Yarn was fun. This was a really fun co-op game. I remember playing this with my little sister. It was very fun and super creative. Definitely very different, but also very the same from what I've seen of the other Kirby games. So yeah, Kirby's Epic Yarn. That's a fun one. We've got the absolute GOAT, Mario Kart Wii. This game I played so much of on the Wii. There was a period of my life where we were moving and just things happened, and I ended up having to, our family was in a hotel for like 9 months because like the jobs were like paying for housing between the move, and it was this whole thing, military family. Anyways, I played so much of this. This game was so fun. Playing online with family members was super fun. Has some of the best tracks in the series, like, you know, Coconut Mall and Mushroom Gorge and Mario Kart Wii. Amazing game, still holds up to this day. Has some really goofy but amazing physics. Love this. Yeah, Funky Kong Flame Runner all the way. Or Luigi Mach Bike. That's the other one that I like using. All right, next is this game. This game, I don't even know how to explain it. As a kid, this was like total like wide-eye wonder playing this game on the CRT. Man, this game was so fun. And I got it signed by Charles Martinet, the voice actor of Mario. This game was amazing. As a kid, my favorite thing to like dream about was like space and going to outer space. Wanted to be an astronaut. Anything space was just so interesting to me. And then when I found out that there was a Mario space game, man, this game is just so good. I love this. Special place in my heart. Absolutely love Mario Galaxy. And really, also, Mario Galaxy 2. I can't remember in my mind which one is the one that I spent the most time playing, because they just kind of blend together in my mind. I know this one has Yoshi, but I don't remember which one. But yeah, I'm gonna see Charles Martinet again at a convention soon, and I'm gonna get him to sign this one, so I have 1 and 2 signed. But yeah, Mario Galaxy 2, some of the greatest games of all time if you've never played it. Another hidden gem banger alert, Mario Super Sluggers. If you haven't played this game, please buy it now. This game was so fun. It had such a big roster. You could play as K. Rool and Gremlins? Is that what they're called, I think? So fun. The physics are super fun. There's so many fun mini games. There's like a little bit of like a story mode. It's so fun. Not like a full story mode. Please don't take it that and run with it. But opening cutscene with the boat. This game is peak. Super fun. If you love Mario games, not even if you just like sports games, if you like Mario games, please get this one. Super fun. All right, another banger alert. I don't even know if these are hidden gems, but I don't hear people talking about them a lot. But whenever the conversation comes up, people say these games are the absolute GOAT. Mario Galaxy. This isn't Mario Galaxy. What am I talking about? Mario and Sonic, the Olympic Games. This was one of those games before I had a Wii. I would go over to my buddy's house and he had a Wii and we would play this game. Okay, if you want proof that CGI has gone backwards and that it used to be better, watch the opening cutscene to this game. It's amazing. Loved this game, super fun mini games. I particularly liked the fencing and the ping pong was out of this world. The ping pong was super fun, or table tennis, excuse me. Super fun. Wasn't a big fan of all the track and field ones. But yeah, this was super fun. And dovetailing into that, this game is super underrated. The Winter Olympics, this one was amazing. That village that serves as your like hub world, super cool music. Loved the dream sports, I think it was called. The snowboarding, you ended up like snowboarding in the city, so it was kind of like Sonic Adventure 2. Super fun game, absolutely love it. If you haven't played that one, check that one out. The GOAT, Brawl. Looking back, like I guess you could say like it's not one of the better Smashes. You know, if you're like playing competitively, like Melee and Smash 4 and Ultimate are like better, but I didn't care as a kid. This was my first one. Amazing. Subspace Emissary was such a cool campaign. Played this for hours with my friends. This was one of my first like adult games where I felt like, ooh, I'm playing like a big kid game because it's so gritty. Absolutely love this game. Super fun. Love Brawl. Then we got Wii Play. I didn't own this one as a kid, but I played it at his buddy's house. This was really fun. I like Wii Play. A lot of fun mini games. The tank one is super hard. Oh my word. The tank mini game is like impossible. But this one's super fun if you haven't played that one. And probably my favorite Wii game of all time. If not one of my favorite games of all time. At least my favorite setting, maybe. I'm making some bold statements this video. One of the greatest games of all time, one of my favorite games of all time, Wii Sports Resort. I played this so much. We played Wii Sports and loved it, but when we got Wii Sports Resort, it was the only game we were playing. I played this. We would have bowling nights with my family and we would play Wii Sports Resort. We would do fencing, we would do basketball, we would do, oh my word, it was so fun. I would love a Switch Sports Resort. Bring back some of these, remaster this. Oh man, this game, absolute GOAT. Love this game. Could talk about this game forever. So fun. Next, just picked this one up recently. A buddy gave it to me for, whoa, you good camera? A buddy gave it to me for my birthday, and it's super fun. Haven't beaten it yet, but Sonic Colors. Love the theme song. Haven't made it super far, but yeah, Sonic Colors is a pretty fun one. And the last Wii game in my collection, Donkey Kong Country Returns. Another fun one. I didn't like it as much as the SNES Donkey Kong Country games, but it was still really fun. Like, I really enjoyed it. Tropical Freeze built off of this in such a crazy way that Tropical Freeze is like, it's probably my favorite Donkey Kong Country. But honestly, that game wouldn't have existed without this sort of setting up the framework for it. So yeah, I loved Country Returns. I think it was a great game. Loved it. Never beat it, but it was pretty fun. All right, moving on to the Wii U section. Don't have too many games for the Wii U. I was picking up the games, that's why I was doing that. But yeah, I loved the Wii U. Anyone else? Did you guys like the Wii U? I thought the Wii U was amazing. I know it was like a commercial failure, supposedly, but I didn't care as a kid. I absolutely loved the Wii U. And this game wouldn't have been possible without the Wii U. Nintendo Land, so fun. I mean, this was like, it was a pack-in like Wii Sports Resort, or Wii Sports. This was amazing. I loved this game. I particularly liked, the Mario Tag was super fun, and the Luigi's Mansion one was super fun. And I remember playing the Zelda one all the time with my sister. She would be the swordsman up front because she likes to be aggressive in games, and I hung back as the archer with the Wii U pad. Loved this game. Then this one was pretty fun. I didn't get into it as much as the one on the Wii, but this was fun too. Had that same vibe. I just felt like it wasn't as good as the Wii. I felt like they could have capitalized on the Wii U mechanic a little bit more, but such is life with the Wii U. This game, so good. When Splatoon came out and I played it, I was like, man, like, what is this? Like, one of my favorite types of games are shooter games. And so when I saw like a Nintendo shooter game, like they had me interested. Loved Splatoon 1. Splatoon 2 was amazing. It built off of Splatoon 1 in such a great way. But what a creative idea and what a cool box art, right? Love Splatoon for the Wii U. Super fun game. Definitely need to pick up Splatoon 3 and play that. And this Splatoon Raiders looks pretty cool. And we got Smash for Wii U. Love this game. This was the first game I tried playing like competitively, except for Project Zero, Project something. Well, that's mod, so we don't talk about that. This was the first Smash game I like really tried and bought a GameCube controller and went all out on. I really liked this game. I think this was a really solid entry into the series. It feels like Ultimate Light, or like the demo version to Ultimate. Like, it just feels like Ultimate kind of was like a remaster perfection of this game. So yeah, I like this game. And then of course, the GOAT picked this up at midnight release, Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 was a small, great first step to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe blows this one out of the water. This had a terrible battle mode, but this game, when this came out, and I remember I played that night for the midnight release. I played Wii, Mario Kart 8, or Mario Kart Wii. Whoa, we need to drink some water and take a break. Played Mario Kart Wii, and then went and picked this up, came back and played this, and it was like, oh my word, these graphics are next level. Absolutely love this. It's the first piece of YouTube content I ever made. For those who remember, the Wii U had the ability to sync with a YouTube channel, and so I uploaded my clips directly from the Wii U from Mario Kart 8. Super fun game. And then to end it out, I have the collector's edition or full box edition or whatever of Super Mario Maker. This game was super fun. My little sister stepped on the box, that's why it's all crunched. But now it's a memory piece. So yeah, love the Wii U. And this was a great game. So yeah, let's move on to the Switch. So the Nintendo Switch I got during the height of the chip shortage. I tried looking for it around Christmas of 2020, couldn't find one. It took me literally like 4 months of joining Discords looking for restock locations to even get a Switch. So I was a little late to the party at the Switch. I was in college at the time, and I was playing, you know, Destiny and Warzone and stuff like that, you know, in college. But once I got the Switch, I played it to death and still play it to death, and now it's like my most used, well, now the Switch too, but anyways, let's go through the Switch games. Animal Crossing. This game is so fun. For a lot of people, this game is relaxing. For me, this game is really stressful. I feel like it's so loose that I get like kind of lost in the infinite options of things to do. That's a me problem though. This game's amazing, the music is amazing. Sometimes I'll just be playing and just stop and just listen to the soundtrack. Love this game. Definitely need to pick it up and take a chill pill and give it another chance and not be stressed. Mario Bros. Wonder. This game, peak. Love this game. I picked this up at a midnight release with a buddy. Super fun. The music was super fun. I really liked that they were taking sort of a daring, creative attempt to like try to like branch out and do something new. Loved the Wonder Flower mechanic. I made it really far. I definitely need to finish this game, but yeah, I really liked it, especially the that like those first couple levels with the like a cappella music. Oh man, Mario Wonder, super fun. If you haven't played it, definitely pick it up. All right, speaking of Smash Ultimate, this game was actually the copy. So my buddy, we'll back up. In college, we had a Smash scene, so we were the hub at like my college for the surrounding towns tournaments. So every Friday night, people from all over the state would come to us, and we had like, man, it must have been like 40 or 50 people show up, and we had tons of TVs lined up and Switches, and I didn't own a Switch, but my buddy bought one, and we would practice in my dorm before we would go on Friday nights to these tournaments. Never made it very far. These people were cracked out of their minds. But this was his copy that he sold to me. So this is like kind of special to me in that, because this is like a college memory. Yeah, I loved Smash Ultimate. I was a Mario main, and then I eventually learned King Dedede, and now I play better as King Dedede. Also play Zelda, and I like the annoying characters. I love the annoying characters. Duck Hunt is another favorite. I love, I like playing as Young Link, and who's the one that really annoys people? Oh, Villager. Villager and Isabelle. I love the like little fish hook, annoying people to death. Yeah, this is a fun game. This one was pretty fun. I was just gonna link my location, cover that just to be safe. The Skywalker Saga. This was really fun. Should have picked this up on the Xbox because the Switch version wasn't as good. But yeah, super fun game. Reliving sort of like the classics. It was like a remake of the ones that I played growing up. This was pretty fun. If you don't have it, check that one out. It was on a crazy sale the other day. Then we have a very baffling game because they don't sell it anymore. I don't know why. This game was amazing. I need them to make a Switch 2 edition that adds Mario Galaxy 2. That's what I need them to do. But yeah, super fun. I mean, I've played all these games before, except for Sunshine. I haven't made it very far in Sunshine. I don't even own Sunshine. But yeah, this is fun. We need a Switch 2 version, please, with Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, first Switch game I ever got, Mario Odyssey. Amazing game. Played through this in like a week. No life the heck out of it. I gotta go back and get all the secret moons. Super fun. Sad we never got a Mario Odyssey 2. Maybe it's on the way. I don't know. But yeah, I love this game. What more can be said about it? Super fun. Then we got Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It was fun. Played it again. You know, not much to be said about that one. All right. Here's where I make people mad again. I don't even have the glider yet. I am like 10 minutes into this game and I just didn't get into it. I know, that's like heresy to even say. Maybe I'll try it for the Switch 2 edition because it's in like 4K and all. I don't know. Am I crazy that I prefer the dungeony over the open world? But again, I've only played like 10 minutes of it. So, you know, I'm used to like Link to the Past, you know, those type of games. Or Spirit Tracks, which I sold. I love Spirit Tracks. I really wish I had Spirit Tracks still. Love Spirit Tracks, but yeah, I need to play this again because everybody has great things to say about it. Says it's the greatest game of all time. It's one of the highest rated Metacritic games. I guess I'm wrong. I need to play it again. All right. I played Pokemon Y, and then I took a long hiatus from Pokemon. until eventually they announced a Switch game. It's not Sword and Shield. I haven't played Sword and Shield. This game, it was on its way. I saw the trailers. I got super hyped. I'm gonna return to Pokemon. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever. Went to the midnight release, and this game was terrible. I wouldn't say it was terrible. It was terrible quality. The Switch 2 edition, supposedly they fix a lot of this kind of stuff, which is a free update. So I need to reboot this up again. Yeah. I liked where they were going with it, but it was kind of buggy. All right, 3D World and Bowser's Fury. Loved 3D World, loved Bowser's Fury even more. Bowser's Fury was an incredible game. I made a short where I ranked all the 3D Mario games, said I never played Bowser Fury. Everyone in the comments turned into Bowser's Fury and were raging at me. So I tried it. It was amazing. Absolutely loved it. 3D World was great. Played it through with my dad and my sister. Loved that game. Good time. All right, this one came out of nowhere. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Picked this up to play on stream. L stream. F's in the chat for my Elgato. This was super fun. Love it. Haven't beaten it yet. Waiting for the Switch 2 edition to come out to play it, the rest of the game in the up-res graphics and the expansion. So yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land's pretty fun. Oh, that's not leaking anything. Okay. Tropical Freeze, amazing game. Thanks to the Power Up Bros for recommending this game. I was saying that I didn't really prefer the newer Donkey Kong Country games. They asked if you played Tropical Freeze. I said no, and I realized why they say this is one of the better ones. This game's amazing. It's amazing. Probably one of my favorite. No, it's. I keep making these definitive statements. One of my favorite 3D platformers ever. Soundtrack's amazing. It's amazing. It's probably my favorite Donkey Kong Country, which is hard to say. If I put nostalgia aside, it's probably my favorite. Super fun. Love this game. And then we've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Absolutely love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Played so many hours of this game. Absolutely loved it. Super fun. The Battle Booster Course Pass really revitalized it. Wasn't a big fan of the tour tracks. Some of them were good. But yeah, absolutely loved this game. I don't know where it is, but I also have Switch Sports. Not really sure where my box went. I think it's back home in Maryland. But yeah. And then, of course, we're starting out the journey, Switch to Mario Kart World. I'm loving it. I think it's my favorite Mario Kart. I think it's my favorite. It's still recency biased, so I'm waiting to be definitive on that, but I think it's my favorite. Loving it. So yeah, that's all my Nintendo games, except for the ones that fall into the obscure category, which stay tuned for that. So yeah, I'm gonna put all these back on the shelf, and then we're gonna go through my Xbox collection. All right, so I was an Xbox gamer. I had Xbox and Nintendo. I wasn't a PlayStation gamer at all. I'm a veteran of the console wars, so I was Team Xbox. So a lot of these games are games that I grew up with, or games that I always wanted as a kid and never got. My favorite game series of all time belongs to Xbox. So if there feels like there's an empty presence missing from this collection, you'll probably have a good guess as to what it is. All right, so starting off with, this one is a bit obscure, the Jade Empire. I saw some good reviews for it online, and it's like some sort of kung fu game. It's pretty fun. I've only played it once or twice, but yeah, it was pretty fun for what I played of it. I haven't played too much of it. Then we got Knights of the Old Republic, of course, a total classic. I am having a hard time getting into it though. The world is cool, the era is cool, and I'm sure if I continued on, I would really enjoy it. But I am so something's got to be happening, and there's so much text on the screen and so much left to just you figuring it out. I know there's so much depth to this game, and I know there's so much lore that I'll care about because I'm a big Star Wars nut. But I need to I don't know. I need to force myself to get through that first planet or whatever. People say you have to get off that first planet, Taurus something. I forget what it's called. I gotta play more of this. It's super fun what I have played. Really like it. Definitely gotta force myself to play more because it's fun. And then we've got an absolute hidden gem banger classic, ATV2 Power Quad Racing. This one is so fun. This one my cousins introduced me to. Yeah, total 2000s, opens with like epic rock music, punk music in the soundtrack. Like this is like 2000s liquefied. This game is super fun, really cool tracks. There's like this big like stadium that you can like free roam and do tricks in. You can kick each other off the bikes, as you can see on the cover. Super fun game. Super fun game. A lot of these sports games can be kind of whack and waste your money. Not this one. Amazing soundtrack. All right, and we got the absolute classic Lego Star Wars. This game is peak Star Wars. This game is super fun. Total classic. So many good memes come from this game. This one here is the prequel trilogy, which is the best era of Star Wars. People don't click away. I love this. Love that era. Super fun game. Yeah, that opening level in Revenge of the Sith, where you're like the ship's like flying over like Coruscant to like get to to save the Emperor. So fun. So fun. Such a good game. All right, and then the last game in my OG Xbox collection is Need for Speed Underground 2. I'm a super big car guy. Not really a big car. I like cars. I don't like working on cars. I like looking at the cars and racing them in video games. So Need for Speed Underground 2 is a super fun one. The open world's a little small. I wish it was bigger like the Forza Horizon games, but it's from like 2000 something, so they were limited. But the vibes, immaculate. And the customization for your cars is super cool. Such a fun rabbit hole to just like spend hours in that like car editor. Super fun game. Definitely would recommend if you like old cars. I say old, but like if a new car was 2002, like 90s cars. All right, so moving on to the Xbox 360, we're gonna start with two kind of obscure games that I can't even really play anymore. Xbox Kinect Adventures. This was a Wii Sports attempt. I think I remember it being fun, but the fact that I'm having a hard time remembering if it was fun probably means it wasn't. The Kinect was fun. I remember it was kind of a novelty when that came out. Kinect Adventures. Now I just use my Kinect for VR chat, full body tracking. I don't even, who uses the Kinect? And then we had this one. This one was really fun. Tony Hawk Ride. So it came with this like skateboard. Yeah, you can see it on the back. It came with the skateboard. And you like had to tilt it to like skate around. It's really fun. It didn't work super well, but really innovative idea, and I really liked it. So Skate 3 was a better game in my opinion. If you want a 360 skating game, get Skate 3, but this was fun, kind of unique. This game was amazing. The tank level where you're like jumping from tank to tank. This game was super fun. Really liked it. Followed the movies pretty well. Had that like goofy Lego vibe. I remember this is a game that made me want to make games as a kid because I remember that like lobby area. Maybe that was in this one? I can't remember. I liked both of these. They were super fun games. Played them all the way through with my sister. Really great time. Love me some Lego games. All right, moving on to the only Assassin's Creed game that I've ever played, Black Flag. Super fun. I remember I found it from a buddy who's really into like pirate stuff, and he would play it at his house at sleepovers, and I would watch him play, and then he would let me play, and we'd kind of like go back and forth. Super fun game. Haven't played any other Assassin's Creed, so I don't know how it stacks up. I played Assassin's Creed Unity actually, so yeah, this was a really great game. Liked it a lot. All right, this game, Titanfall, when this came out, was such a game changer. It was so fun. The wall running, the smart pistol, the sliding mechanic, the sliding mechanic that you love in Apex started here. This game was peak. I remember, funny story, I remember going to the midnight release for this, waited 3.5 hours in a Best Buy line to get to the front to say, only to find out that it was dropping on Xbox One that night and not 360. And I didn't have an Xbox One. I had a 360. I was there for this. This version in particular got delayed 3 weeks. So I had to come back later, but fun memory. But yeah, Titanfall, super fun game. Loved it. I have to play more of this. Make Titanfall 3. Where's Titanfall 3? Come on, make Titanfall 3. This game came with a free movie ticket to Ratatouille. This game was really fun. I remember enjoying this as a kid. It did not age well. I went back and played it. This game was sus, but yeah, Ratatouille, great movie, game, good memories. That is that one. All right, here it is. Yeah, Skate 3, great game, super funny, super glitchy, but in the best way possible. Love Skate 3. It's one of those games where you start doing tricks or whatever, and you do the main whatever, and then you just find yourself just skating around for hours. This game has so much replayability. You could just skate all over. It's responsible for some of the early YouTube content, like PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye played a ton of this game. Yeah, Skate 3, such a classic. Definitely would recommend Skate 3. Here's an example of a movie video game that did age well. Cars. This game was super fun. It also had an open world. I loved driving around. Yeah, Radiator Springs, you could drive all around. You could do the really fun races from the movies and the laps, or they had like the mud racing, and they had a bunch of different stuff. I remember feeling super accomplished when I unlocked Dynaco Blue, Lightning McQueen. Yeah, super fun game. I don't know if it aged well or not, I'm not sure. All right, this game, super controversial at the time, but I loved it. Call of Duty Ghosts. This was sort of like the first misstep commercially for Call of Duty, because it started to go in the direction, I don't remember if this was the first one that started to go in the direction of being like not boots on the ground. But yeah, Call of Duty Ghosts was kind of divisive. I really liked it. Definitely was nowhere near Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2. But yeah, I liked Ghosts. I liked the Honey Badger. That was a cool gun. The sniping wasn't very good. They definitely toned down the quickscoping, and I was a quickscoper, so this game wasn't as fun for that. But, and yeah, I lost the original box. I gotta get it back. But Black Ops 2, or no, this is Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2, so fun. I didn't play this one in its prime. My first Call of Duty game was Black Ops 2, so I went back and played this, and if you didn't start with this one and you started with Black Ops 2, I think it probably taints your experience a little bit. But yeah, I can see why people loved it. It had great maps. Intervention Sniper was really awesome. Yeah, I should go play the campaign sometime. I hear it's pretty good. This game was my first military shooter. This game was so ahead of its time and so fun. I absolutely loved this game. Battlefield 4 is one of the greatest shooters I've ever played. There's so much customization options. There's so much depth. You've got the sniping mechanics where you have to zero in and arc your bullets. The destructible environments. 64 was it? How many players was it? I can't remember. It was either 32 on 32 or 64 on 64. Way ahead of its time. Super fun game. Loved Battlefield 4. One of the greatest Battlefield games of all time. Super fun. Love me some Battlefield 4. I don't know where the box went, but this was my first Xbox 360 online game. Xbox Live. Tron Evolution. Super fun game. I don't think it aged very well. Tron, it was a movie spin-off game, but I absolutely loved Tron Evolution. Good game. And of course, the classic, we have Skyrim. I remember I picked this up when it came out, and I played that first dungeon, and there was a spider, and it scared me because I was an arachnophobe. And I stopped playing for a while, came back later. Oh man. The soundtrack to this game, the open world, it's so immersive. I just absolutely love the Skyrim games, the Elder Scrolls games, but Skyrim in particular. I think the best way to play it is probably PC with all the graphical mods, but if you like the true experience, Skyrim on the Xbox 360 is so fun, especially if you hook it up to a CRT. Oh my word, it's a whole different experience. I like playing it in VR personally. That's my favorite way to play. But yeah, Skyrim on the 360, absolute classic. This game I picked up this year, Sonic Generations, incredible, incredible game. I had no idea that this game was that good. I remember hearing a lot of buzz when it came out, but I didn't pick it up. I wasn't playing Sonic at the time, and oh my word, amazing game. Probably my favorite Sonic game, maybe Sonic Shadow Generations. But yeah, this is so fun. Oh my word. I loved that you could switch between the classic and the 3D Mario or 3D Sonic, and the fact that you could like play like levels from multiple different games like Sonic 06 or Sonic Heroes. So cool, such a creative idea, and the remixes to all the music is so good. Such a great game. If you've never played Sonic Generations, you should totally pick it up. And here it is, the sleepover machine, Black Ops 2. I played so many Black Ops Zombies, so much Black Ops Zombies with friends at sleepovers. We would play gun game on the cruise ship map. What's it called? Oh, I can't remember. Anyways, we would play gun game with set to 10, and we would play for hours. Oh man, this game was so fun. I did a lot of early YouTube content with this game. This game was so popular online too, with all the like voice trolling and the quick scoping and the montages and phase. This game extends beyond just being a game. It's one of those like cultural moments. This was such a fun game. I'm so glad that I got to play this during its peak. It's so fun. And here's an absolute banger, totally underrated. Set myself up here. This was my first Sonic game that I owned personally. I absolutely love this game. I don't want to hear it. I know it's terrible. I know. The soundtrack is peak. The level design is beautiful. I don't care if it has problems. I love this game. This is my favorite Sonic game of all time. I know it's terrible. Project 06 is great. The remaster that the community fans are working on, this is a really fun one. I know it gets a lot of heat, but I love it. It's super fun. And to round out my Xbox 360 collection, Midnight Club. This one's really fun. By Rockstar, who does Grand Theft Auto. I haven't played a Grand Theft Auto game, but this is fun. I've heard people describe it as Grand Theft Auto if you couldn't get out of your car. So it's a lot of driving, a lot of street racing, total 2000s street racing, like Tokyo Drift vibes. Super fun. Absolutely love this game. Played it online with some friends. Yeah, I played mostly the Lamborghini. And the RX-8 was really fun, and the motorcycle was cracked out of its mind, so that was pretty fun. So yeah, I'll show you my Xbox One games. From Xbox One, after this point, I bought most of the games digitally, so I only have 3 here, but I have Stardew Valley. This game I discovered first on, the first trailer I ever saw for it was in a Nintendo Direct for Switch, and I was like, man, I gotta get that game, but I didn't have a Switch at the time. Picked it up. Two of my cousins picked it up the same day as well, and we were all playing Stardew Valley in my basement. Because at the time, there wasn't multiplayer. It was all single player. Yeah, one of the greatest games of all time. Absolutely love Stardew Valley. Made by one guy. Super cool. Great soundtrack. Yeah, it's a collector's edition, so it has like the little map and everything. Yeah, love that game. Another super underrated game series, Just Cause. It's just Cause Chaos on an Island simulator. It's a great game. Really like the Just Cause series. I've only ever played 3 and 4. There's a 4, right? Maybe it's only 3 I've played. I can't remember. Yeah, this was a great game. Super fun. Loved it. There's not a whole lot of depth to it, at least that I discovered. But it's just cause chaos and liberate the island by just blowing everything up. And man, what a game. Sonic Shadow Generations. Super fun game. I loved that it was basically Sonic Generations remastered, and then also the Shadow Generations stuff was really fun. Getting to go back to Crisis City was so fun. Yeah, what a great game. Such a great remaster. It's a masterclass in making remakes. It's so fun. I have a ton more Xbox One games, but they're all digital. I started getting games digitally, like Master Chief Collection and some of those on Xbox One. I collect physically for Nintendo from like kind of this era on, but games like Xbox, I kind of game pass them and share them with Steam, so if there's a game that I really like and want to hang on to, I'll get a physical box for it, but I really just mainly collect physical Nintendo kind of from here on out, you know, because if there's a great game now, it's going to be on Switch 2 anyways. So anyways, that's my Xbox One collection. Yeah, I'll show you my very small PlayStation collection. All right, so just recently, I shook hands with the other side of the aisle of the console wars, and I picked up a PS2, and man, am I having so much fun on the PS2. I don't have too many games for it, but my list is very long. So Jak and Daxter, super fun. Haven't made it very far at all. I just picked, you know, this PS2 up, you know, maybe a month ago. Jak and Daxter is pretty fun. It's like a 3D Mario if it was like not like as on the rails. It seems like it has a little bit more exploration to it. So yeah, Jak and Daxter is pretty fun. This game I picked up for the vibes. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Look at the cover art. That's so cool. This game was really fun. I actually got it free. They were running a deal because I got it with the console. Yeah, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, super fun. And then I got this one for the memories because I had the DS version as a kid, Shaun White snowboarding. Yeah. And this last one, I'm almost hesitant to show you guys because I don't want you guys to spoil it. I have never played a Final Fantasy game in my life because it's on PlayStation. And I wanted to start with one that was like, you know, a great one to start with, and everyone recommended this one to me. It's getting remakes, and apparently there's some big spoiler that I have avoided all these years, Final Fantasy VII. So I have been enjoying it so much. It is a masterclass in art. It's so fun. I'm only on like the first area, but I've really been enjoying this one. So yeah, that's the extent of my PlayStation collection. All right, so to start out my obscure section, I didn't really know where to put this one, so it's not really obscure, but I have Sonic 3 for the Genesis. It's the only game I have for Genesis. It's pretty fun. I haven't played it like super far. People say that Sonic 2 is the best one. I was liking this one, but I didn't make it super far, so that's why I put it in the obscure section. It's the only Genesis game I have, so yeah. Do you guys have any other Genesis game recommendations? Because this is the only one I have, so. I know I want to play Echo the Dolphin, but yeah, that's that one. This one's obscure because it's special to me, but it's probably the hardest game ever created, Warp Speed Waddler. This game is actually made by me. I did, me and a couple people I met online, I did a game jam where I did the UI, the box art, and I did the menus. I was also one of the lead game designers. So most of the concepts of the game and the game direction, and I was sort of like directing it. And then a lot of the other people did the mechanics, the coding, you know, the artwork. But I did the logo, I did the little guy there, I did the box art, and then, can I show the back? Is this gonna cover that up? I did the box art. This was super fun. I'm really proud of it. My cousin did the soundtrack. Super fun. You can play it. Scroll back on my YouTube channel. It's the first video I posted here. And yeah, go play Warp Speed Waddler. Go support it. All right, and the last one. This is the first game I think I ever played. Certainly the first game I ever really got into. This game has a special place in my heart. Disney's Toontown. I played it all online. I didn't have this disc, but I picked this up recently, a couple years back. Toontown was so special to me. It was super fun. I played it a lot with my family when I was younger, and it's just one of those games that like really instilled like adventure in you as a kid. Super fun. I loved exploring, and I didn't even really realize at the time that it was like an MMO where you had to like level up your abilities, and I was just having fun playing the mini games on the trolley and hanging out with my friends. And yeah, I really liked this game. Toontown was a great one. Oh, last one. This is the first Nintendo game I ever played. Donkey Kong Country 3 for the GBA. So Donkey Kong Country 3 is my favorite in that sense because it was like the first that I played. It's the nostalgia pick for me. I think Tropical Freeze is probably my overall favorite, but this one's really fun. I love this one. I remember playing it as a kid and being like captivated by the ambiance of the game. It was just so like, had like a dark, but like exploration and excitement, but all kind of wrapped up in this like moody ambience. And I was playing on the GBA. It was so fun. I loved this game as a kid. Yeah, definitely have to replay this one. All right, so moving into my Japanese import section of the video. So I went to Japan 2 years ago, 2023, and man, I mean, that's a whole video on its own. That was the time of my life. That was so fun. So I got a couple games while I was there at a retro game store called Super Potato. So I got this game. It's Hunter x Hunter for the Game Boy Color. This one's really fun. I have no idea what they're saying because it's all in Japanese. So this one's fun. It's more for my collection because I like Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, we got that one. And then we got some Super Famicom games. So I have Super Mario Kart for the Super Famicom. And then I have Super Mario World. The box art is so different. Please focus on it. Oh well. The box art is super different on it, which is pretty cool. And then of course I got Super Donkey Kong 3. That's what they call it over there. Super Donkey Kong 3 instead of Donkey Kong Country. So that's a pretty fun one to have in the collection. I also have a complete in box version, which is pretty cool. I think this is just sealed from the place that I bought it, so it's not like sealed. But yeah, look at the box art. It like wraps around. I mean, this box is just stunning. They don't make them like they used to anymore. But man, I love this piece. That one's really cool. And the last one, this one's really special to me. I got this while I was there, and I just love how it looks. Yeah, we got a complete in-box Super Mario 64 for the Japanese N64. So the box art is super different. In America, it's like horizontal, but this one, it's kind of vertical and kind of a little bit thicker, I think, maybe? I don't know. It's probably the same. But yeah, it's got like this tire here, and a couple of the Mario games have the same art style. Like the Mario 64 Japanese version has this kind of layout. But yeah, I mean, it's such a cool box. I really like the Japanese boxes for the N64. So yeah, that's the end of the obscure section. And now we're gonna move into my favorite game series of all time. And actually, I lied to you. It's two. This is the game series that really defines my middle school and high school years in terms of my entertainment. It doesn't define me as a person, but these were the games that totally, it's kind of hard to like even explain how much I love these games. The soundtrack, the gameplay. It was the game that all my friends played after school and continue to play even to this day, is the Halo series. I remember the first time I ever played Halo Combat Evolved, I was a little kid. I was visiting my cousin's house, and we would sneak upstairs and play this game. And I wasn't allowed to play it at the time, but I still played it. And my grandfather had it on his computer, apparently. So we were playing on the PC. We were doing my online lobbies at Blood Gulch in like 2004. This game was just, man, Halo Combat Evolved was amazing. And I mean, I've got the complete collection, so we've got, Halo 2, amazing game. The multiplayer still holds up. Great campaign, Breaking Benjamin soundtrack. Such a good game. And then we've got the multiplayer map pack, of course, for completionist's sake. This was DLC before DLC. And then we've got the GOAT, Halo 3. I didn't play this one in its peak, but I've played it now, and man, is it an amazing game. I just love this game. The multiplayer is some of the best in the series. I mean, what more can you say about Halo 3? It was so fun. Forge, the custom games, all the YouTube content over the years. Halo 3 is like one of the greatest games of all time. Absolutely loved it. And then we got the Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, which is really fun. This one, it's compatible with 3D TVs, and we had one at one point, and we were literally playing Combat Evolved in 3D. It was such a weird experience. But yeah, this came bundled with Halo Reach multiplayer, which was pretty fun. And then another absolute banger, they're all bangers, Halo 3 ODST. This game is so moody and such a different take on the Halo series. Man, this game is good. It came with Firefight, which was the first one with that one. And this was just, Halo 3 ODST was so amazing. The soundtrack, the rain, the new Mombasa City, absolutely loved 3 ODST. And then my favorite in the entire series, because it was my first that I owned and played. I got up to Mythic rank. endless nights of custom games, endless nights of multiplayer. Halo Reach, and it's the collector's edition. I have the collector's edition box with the little Halsey's journal. Halo Reach has one of the best campaigns in the series. Amazing music, awesome multiplayer, the best customization for your armor in any game. Oh my word, it's so good with the credit system. Peak game right here. So fun. Absolutely love Halo Reach. And then this is kind of where it takes the turn for a lot of people, but I don't know. It's definitely not the same, but this was the first one I got, Halo 4, at a midnight release. I remember going when I was like, 12 to pick this up, and I loved it. It was definitely not Halo Reach. I found myself going back to Halo Reach pretty often, but I loved Halo 4. A lot of people said it was too much like Call of Duty, but I kind of liked it. Like, I get it wasn't like classic Halo, but for what it was, it had a really great sniper rifle. I loved the battle rifle. It was really good in this game. The Big Team Battle had some great maps. I don't know. I really liked Halo 4. Campaign, not as great. I can see the complaints about that. But I really liked the multiplayer from Halo 4. So, I don't know. The DMR felt amazing. I don't know. I really liked Halo 4. I had a really cool Halo 4 multiplayer memory. I went on this all-nighter with my church camp. And basically, it was the whole night. And you went to these different, like, places. So, you'd spend, like, 3 hours you'd go to, like, you know, a hockey game, and then you go 3 hours to a bowling alley, and then you do 3 hours at this place, and it was the whole night that way. And we showed up, one of those 3-hour blocks was at a university, and they had 4 TVs hooked up with 4-player on all of them, all linked together on Xbox 360. I played Big Team Battle with the whole lobby in the same room. That is a memory I'll never forget. That was so fun. And then a lot of people did not like this game, but I have sealed Halo 5. I bought it digitally, that's why it's sealed. I loved Halo 5. Halo 5 was a great game. The campaign was not it, really. I did not like the campaign at all. But eventually they added Forge. Eventually they added, you know, Infection. Like, eventually they added all the stuff that I was there for. But it was fun for what it was. People said it was too competitive. I loved competitive games. So I really liked Halo 5. It's like totally a different vibe than the rest of the Halo games. Didn't like the rec system. They tried to do the whole loot box thing. Did not like that. But for what it was, I really liked Halo 5. And of course, Halo Infinite. Picked this up at a midnight release. I liked the multiplayer. I thought it was fine. It lost a lot of people. It was not up to, you know, the par of the other Halo games, so a lot of people lost interest. But I still liked it for what it was. And for the second favorite series of all time, kind of dovetails into it. I played a ton of Halo, and when Bungie sold Halo to 343, I was like, man, what's Bungie gonna do next? And I started following this game that they were calling Destiny, and I followed everything, every piece of information that came out when it was just concept art and leaks and the ARG that they did, and I followed everything, all the YouTubers. I played the beta. I got this collector's edition. I have the box too, it's over there, but Destiny was an incredible game, and for me, it was one of those games that I played along with my friends. If you were there, you understand that it was not. Destiny 1 can never be experienced again the same way, and it was a snapshot. There were patches that would happen that would change the meta, and everyone would try to do it and try to get the gun, and then the meta would change, and there were seasonal events, and Destiny 1 was an incredible game. Soundtrack by Marty O'Donnell, incredible. Destiny 1 was amazing. And eventually I did get Destiny 2 digitally, and I really liked Destiny 2. I played it a ton, and eventually did start to take a turn for the worst and went downhill over the past couple years. And, now all the stuff with Marathon and everything. But, this game, I still love this game. And I still like playing Destiny 2 from time to time. So yeah, cool. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. That was my complete collection. I'd love to hear from you guys. What's your favorite game in your collection? What games do you have? What games do I not have that I should have for my collection? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you've made it this far in the video, you're an absolute real one. And I will see you guys in the next one.